The Government of National Unity has been in office now for just over 100 days. It's been characterized by a fair amount of disunity, despite the 10-party grouping promising to put the interests of the public first. But despite this, South Africans remain cautiously optimistic. Latashia Naidoo reports.
The ANC slumped to just over 40% of the vote in May's elections, signalled the end of one-party rule in South Africa. And after over a month of horse trading between parties, the Government of National Unity was formed. The ANC still holds the lion's share of the power as the biggest party in the grouping. But the union has been fraught with ideological clashes, particularly among the biggest parties, the ANC and DA, on issues like the National Health Insurance and Basic Education Laws Amendment Act. The GNU partnership has been characterized by both discussion and discord. New faces in government say they're hard at work and doing what they call damage from 30 years of ANC rule. But while the GNU seems to be working on paper, the real measure is how the voting public feels about this new power-sharing structure.
I'm not going to say it's failing South Africa, but it could do a lot better because they should involve the youth in more higher positions. They should involve the youth in more decision-making. They should involve the youth in more government things, because the employment rates is really not looking good.
I'm hopeful, but if they can work together and solve the differences they have, then I think everything will go well.
I'm definitely hopeful for the future of our country. I think there's a lot to look forward to.
One thing I did notice is within the youth, especially my demographic, I'm 23 years of age, there was a lot more voting power, not per se towards the dominating party.
Importantly, it's the two big parties, the DA and the ANC, they actually need to gel together and work together for the people of South Africa. They need to put their differences aside and make sure things start working. I mean, if you look at load shedding, we haven't had load shedding for the past 4 or 5 months, and it's been brilliant. So obviously something has worked there that the previous government never got right, or the ANC battled with for years and years of load shedding. And now for 6 months or 4 months, we don't have load shedding. So fingers crossed it carries on like that.
Some believe the GNU is heaven sent, while others aren't quite convinced.
I'm excited about South Africa. I'm excited about what's happening because although everything seems like a problem, God works in those situations. And God is the only one that can turn South Africa around, not parliament, not governments, not parties. And what we needed was unity.
South Africans seem to have mixed reactions to whether or not this government of national unity is actually working for them. And while many are cautiously optimistic, others believe it's a wait-and-see situation before they can give this government of national unity a proper scorecard after just 100 days. For Newzroom Afrika, Channel 405, I'm Latashia Naidoo in Johannesburg.